A man accidentally discovered a mysterious passage. Then he curiously crawled into it. However, halfway through crawling, suddenly the door behind him was tightly closed. Immediately after that, a gust of eerie wind sucked him in. When he woke up again, he found a newspaper in front of him. To his surprise, he had actually entered someone else's body, and even more unexpectedly, the other person's identity didn't seem ordinary. It was a very famous big star. At this moment, he merged into the other person's body. Half an hour passed. Suddenly, the man fell to the ground from the air. Although his body hurt a bit from the fall, this kind of peeping into other people's lives satisfied him greatly, so he hurriedly returned to the company. Excitedly, he told Lisa about this thing. However, the other person thought the man was talking nonsense. She thought it was a trick he came up with to court her. Helplessly, he had to tell his wife instead. But after hearing it, his wife also thought it was impossible. She thought her husband had gone crazy from work. After hearing this, Nick had to take him to the office. Then he showed him that passage. To their surprise, everything Nick said was true. Looking at the dark tunnel in front of them, with Nick's constant encouragement, finally, the wife also crawled into it. Unexpectedly, the next second, the woman was also brought into that person's body. Meanwhile, on the other side, Nick came to the original place, quietly waiting for his wife's arrival. Soon, the wife dropped down as promised. Both of them immediately got excited. They didn't expect this passage to have such a function. At this time, the wife proposed to play it again. But Nick had something more important to do now. He had promised his boss to go to his house for dinner, so he hurriedly took his wife and arrived at the boss's house. On the way, the wife wanted to go to the toilet. Accidentally, she opened the boss's study, and when she looked at the wall, it was actually covered with photos of that star. On the way back home for both of them, the wife told Nick about this thing. Both of them guessed that there must be some secret between the two sides. Then, when the next day came, the wife proposed to go and explore it again. Seeing that his wife's attitude was very firm, helplessly, Nick had to take her to the secret passage again. But neither of them knew that an accident was about to happen.